What's up, buddy?
Hey Rich, how are you?
I'm doing good.
So yeah, I started my own electrical business not too long ago.
What do you do? You're an
Dove,
electrician?
yeah, that's right. I'm a master electrician
Good.
technically.
Good for you. Okay.
Um, Dove in with both feet in May, and I'm way over my head with work already. Should
Good
I
problem to have.
crank up my, yeah, that's a good problem. Should I
How many
crank up
hours a
my
day are you
rate?
working?
Uh, in the field, usually 10 to 12, and then
And
that's
is
not
that 5
counting
days a
off. It's
week or 7 days a week or
6 to 7. Yeah.
what's your rate right now?
90 an hour.
And what's the going rate for most people in your industry?
Um, Anywhere from 80 to 100 some odd dollars an hour.
Okay. And do you specialize in anything that you could charge more for?
Nothing too specialized. I'm basically damn good at everything. But
Okay. So I'm going to provide two points to this question. First is yes, definitely increase your rates. 100 $110 an hour, whatever it is that you need to move it up to, but your rates are too low because you're super busy, right? So if somebody's like, hey, I need you on Thursday. Okay, my rate's $110. Well, your rate last year was 90. Yeah, well, I'm fully booked. Do you want the slot or not, right? I mean, you clearly don't have a problem booking people. So there's that. The other thing is I'm going to share a story that I got from a locksmith once. So another trades guy. And if you've been in locksmithing for a period of time, you don't need to try different keys to fix a lock, or you're not going through all the trial and error of like this brand from it's manufactured in Germany and this key over here, sort of thing over here. You're not going through all that. That might take you, the entire billable hour. So this guy got good at his job, and rather than taking an hour to get something done to earn the money, he would sometimes get it done in like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and then people would get pissed because because he would get it done so quickly, but he would bill them for the hour, right? Because it was a minimum hour. So he started horsing around, like he started, like having to fiddle, like pretend, like basically acting to like eat up time. And then he thought to himself, why the hell am I doing this? He goes, if it takes me 10 minutes, it takes me 10 minutes. I bill, for the hour. I'm only taking 10 minutes because I learned how to do it over the 20 years. So I didn't have to waste an hour of my time or my customer's time. Right. So when he flipped the script into thinking in his head, you know, he just got things done a lot quicker, and they understood why his billable rate was that, right? I mean, he doesn't have to go through 37 different trials. It's like he knows it's a German lock built between this time and it needs this piece. Goes right for it, gets it done in 5-10 minutes, and he fixes it. So there's just a little story that I want to share because he's also another trades guy. So the thing with your business, with what you're doing, is you're always exchanging time for money, right? Because your rate's $90 an hour, and there's only so many hours in a day, and you have to sleep and you have to, do other things, throughout the day as well, right? You need some rest time too. So you have to be super careful with burning yourself. It's basically, taking the candle and burning it on both ends.
oh yeah,
Then you burn out. Guys like you, when you get older, you get sick. You've got a immune issue because you're stressed out your entire life because you're you used to working like 11, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. Like your body burns off a lot quicker than the average guy that knows how to like take time and unplug and maybe not, does things to recharge himself. So you got to be careful with that. So charge an appropriate rate for what you do, right? If you're able to solve problems, and you can do it in 15 minutes, but you would like the new guy would bill, for 1 hour, charge a premium rate. Like, why not?
right.
You can
Yeah,
charge even higher rates if you specialize in certain like niches that most people don't have the skills to solve problems in, right? I mean, if there's 100 electricians and then there's two of you that can solve a specific problem, then your rate should be much higher.
yeah. It's a tough one in my field because I'm damn good at what I do, but also run the business. So I pull myself out of the field. If I hire guys, they won't be near as efficient, right? And then you're still trying to sell that service.
Yeah, and then you got to bill them out at a certain rate, and then you got to pay them an hourly rate. So you're basically doing arbitrage, so you're making money off their time, but they're never going to do the job as good as or efficient as you. That's one of the things you got to understand about employees. Another thing I don't like about employees is that they're never going to do it up to your standard. Like you have to accept an employee or somebody that works for you, like even a manager, like as good as they might be, they might only be able to complete the task at 80% of the rate that you could, right? Like they'll never get it spot on as quickly as you can get it. That might take longer. They might not do the best job. I remember I had this welder friend, not Chris, but another guy, and he was like looking at the welds of one of his guys, and they were just shit. They were just shit. Like he was embarrassed to have his company name on shit welds, right? So it's like, he either had to make a decision, like this guy either has to learn how to weld properly, or he's got to get rid of him.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you run into that all the time.
Yeah, so you're running stuff like that. Anyway, does that help?
Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate
All
your
right, bud.
time.
Take care.